Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of ECA on the mic. Actually, I mean, technically, this is episode 1, considering we just did episode 0 at the 24-hour charity stream. I am your broadcast director, Max Da Silva, and I am joined, as always, by our lovely PR director, Aaron Adira. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to get into this new semester, spring 2024. We have a lot planned for this ECA on the mic podcast, and I'm just excited to get into it. I'm gonna get into everything we got for you guys today.
Absolutely. What do we got on the docket today for the podcast, Aaron?
Yeah, so for the podcast, we'll be going through the R6 regional coming up. We're going through the land that is up on the horizon, a little bit of a rundown of all of the ECA club schedules, and then a special guest that we have on the way here shortly.
You'll have to stay tuned for that. So let's talk about some cool tournaments coming up. We've got 2 going on right now in a couple of weeks. Actually, I'm leaving tomorrow for this first one at 5. I have to wake up at like 5 in the morning. Okay. Pokemon Club, we've got a few members of Pokemon Club, including myself, heading out to Charlotte, North Carolina to compete in the regional championship there. Should be a lot of fun. It's the biggest tournament yet in Pokemon history. 2,200 competitors in the TCG section, which is where we're all competing. So wish us luck there. By the time this episode goes live, it probably will have already started or passed. But you'll have to look and see how we did. And we also have the new Midwest R6 tournament coming back. We've got 2 teams once again, MSU White and MSU Green, for our Club Rainbow Six Siege team, run by our lovely vice president, Peter Motto. And we are super duper excited for that. There's a lot of prize money on the line at both of those. $10,000 on the line at the Pokemon Regionals, $1,000 on the line for Midwest R6. It'll be a lot of fun. But we got a lot. So Aaron,
yeah,
the land's coming.
The land is on the horizon. ECA is hard at work getting all the details ironed out. What we can say is that it is going to be in the March date range. We're very
could
excited.
change, but probably March.
Yeah, tentative. But yeah, we're hard at work planning the theming of it, getting classrooms situated and organized, make sure everyone has allotted slots and times to be able to showcase their club. And we're very excited. We're trying to make this for sure the best land yet. We know that we've had a lot of ideas brought to us about how the land can be better, and we're excited to try and implement all these and bring some new things to the table. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that, and yeah, stay tuned for more details on the horizon for sure.
And we do have a channel in the ECA Discord. Again, if you are new, that is discord.gg/ECA of MSU. Again, discord.gg/ECA of MSU. Under the entertainment category, we have a suggestions help channel where you are more than welcome to toss in any specific suggestions you may have for the land, whether it be an event, an idea about how you want to help have things run, or if you just want to volunteer your time. Please feel free to put everything you need in there.
Yep, definitely. And then next, I just want to talk real quick about the Splatoon Club. They have a competitive interest form that you can fill out. It is due next Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, so competitive interest form that you can find in the Splatoon Discord. The deadline is next Tuesday, the 23rd at 11:59. So make sure you head on over to their server to go and fill out that form if you're interested. Yeah, so that is going to be it for the pre-schedule announcements. And then if you want to get on into that schedule,
I wrote it all up on my iPad. Let's get this going. So for Monday, we've got quite a bit on the docket at 5:30 p.m. And that will be in CAS 151. We've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Club hosting their weekly tournament. Doors open at 5:30 and doors close and tournament begins at 6. There is a small entry fee that just covers prize support. There is 1 pack per player, I believe, and additional prizing for top cut. Also on Monday, we have a lot more in the Digital Media Center of the library, which is on the 4th floor. We have FGC Fighting Game Club going from 6 to 9. It's just a hangout place, play all your favorite fighting games, bring your own consoles, bring your own controllers if you'd like. If not, we've got plenty. You can be sure to use them. Also in a shared space between Overwatch and Rocket League is CAS 154, your favorite journalism classroom, being used once again for ECA from 6 to 9. Again, that is split between Overwatch and Rocket League. Obviously, feel free to join the Discords of these individual clubs if you want more information about what's going on. And finally, last but not least, we also have Super Smash Bros. Melee running their weeklies starting at 6 p.m. in Erickson Hall, 1220. Erickson Hall is the education building located on Farm. It's on the intersection of Farm and Shaw. Aaron, what do we got on Tuesdays?
On Tuesdays, we got Splatoon Club meeting in the Digital Media Center, if I'm not mistaken, at 7 to 9. And then Valorant in CAS 154 at also 7 to 9. And then we got Halo Club meeting, again, CAS 154, 7 to 9 p.m. So all those clubs meeting 7 to 9, 2 in the CAS and then 2 in Digital Media Center. And then on Wednesday, we have Pokemon Club meeting in the Digital Media Center from 7 to 9 p.m. Followed by MTG meeting in room 161/165.
That's in CAS, yeah.
In CAS, 7 to 11 p.m. And then Counter-Strike Online from 7 p.m. till whenever in CAS, I believe, right?
No, it's just online. Yeah.
Online.
Yeah. And then Fridays, Smash Weeklies are back. Welcome back to Smash Weeklies, 6 p.m. CAS 154, 148. Be there or be square. Although I do believe next Friday, which is the 26th, there will not be a 148 stream as far as I'm aware, because it has to be vacated for class use. But, however, I believe that is a PR weekly.
Yep. So PR weekly being power ranked eligible weekly, meaning if you place highly there, you'll be taken into consideration for the overall Michigan State rankings, which is very cool. I know Smash Club is going to be trying to do more of those this semester, so that's very exciting for them.
Oh yeah, I mean, Smash Club always does a great job. I always love helping out with the streams; they're a ton of fun. But we've got a whole bunch of clubs on the horizon. If you didn't hear a club mentioned, or we tried to make sure we got everything, but obviously there's some stuff we still have to iron out as the semester starts. So for the most accurate information, again, join discord.gg/ECA of MSU, and in our club directory, you can join the Discord for any club you would like and figure out exactly when they're going to meet.
Yeah.
Speaking of Smash Club, I believe we have a special guest who may know quite a bit about Smash Club, correct?
We do, yep. I will get him in here in just a second. Let me message him.
In the meanwhile, while you do that, what are you most excited about for this semester?
What am I most excited about? Honestly, I think I'm excited for the upcoming LAN. I just know that everyone on the ECA staff is really excited to kind of make this the best one yet, to kind of put some elbow grease into this one, and to really make it accommodating for everybody, to make sure we're ironing out all the details and getting the, kind of like the minute stuff that maybe we had overlooked in past LANs, to make sure this is the best one that it can possibly be. So I'm excited for that. And then just every club seems to have a lot of exciting things going on this semester. So I'm really excited just for each and every one of these clubs, seeing what they have in store for the semester.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, like, ECA is slowly starting to get into a better place, if you will. And we're really excited for the future of ECA and the future of esports as a whole. Actually, something I forgot. There is a brand new space in CAS, isn't there?
There is a brand new space. It's the Alienware space. It's brand new. It looks really nice. They have, the times that I've walked by there during this week when I've had classes, I've seen they've actually got staff in there ready to register you in. They've got monitors, like, I'm pretty sure brand new monitors. I haven't personally gone in myself, just haven't had time, kind of been busy, but it looks amazing and I'm really excited. A lot of people are talking about it. Even like people that aren't even interested in video games, they're like, oh, did you see that new like room in the CAS center? I'm like, yeah, I saw it. It's amazing. So yeah, it's kind of like the talk of the town right now. Everyone's talking about it. It looks really nice.
As far as I know, there is a broadcast studio in there. There's a bunch of places for teams and also just for general clubs to hang out. There's a bunch of computers you can sign in to use and 2 console areas as well. So we are going to try and get our special guest in here. Just a moment.
Yep.
But that space is going to be a great space. It's going to be a lot of fun. And eventually, if the Hubbard Hall competition space is finished soon, which we're crossing our fingers will happen some point soon, we will see a lot of clubs being able to use that space to their advantage and use those sick computers. There's a lot of good components in that. Not as good as my computer, but, you know.
Yeah, so just, so are we sure that our guests can see the voice chat?
I'm gonna drag him in.
Okay.
Told him to join Gen Admin and we'll drag him in.
Yeah.
And our special guest is here. Hello, would you like to introduce yourself? And also, if you want, you can turn on your camera. We don't, or you don't have to. It's your choice.
That's not happening because I'm on my desktop and that does not have a camera.
Fair enough. Well, would you like to introduce yourself, anyways?
Sure. Ethan, Goodnight Owl, treasurer of the Smash Club. I got various other tags, but there's too many. Would be here forever. I list them all. So.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Welcome. You're the first guest on the ECA on the Mic podcast. How does it feel?
I'm so special.
You are.
You are. This is history in the making. I guess the first thing I want to ask you is, what exactly is your role on the Smash Club? And yeah, what else do you kind of do there?
Well, officially, my role is the treasurer. I deal with our money and I make us money.
Okay.
Money?
The president listens to me. Yeah, I know, right? I just had us do our most profitable event in history, so that was pretty cool.
That's true.
That's pretty nice,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not broke for once. It's great. Love it.
Yeah, that sounds great.
As for what I do unofficially, I run a lot of goofy, wacky, fun time events.
That's very true. We love our
What are
boy
some
Jock Croc.
Yeah.
I love that guy. That's my
Yeah,
goat.
could you give us some examples of some of the events you've done in the past?
Yeah, I mean, at Spartan Circus, I ran Crocodile Dentist. Just at Crossroads 2, I ran Hungry Hungry Hippos. I have run Crokinole brackets. I have my special bracket Monster House, which, for anyone familiar with Smash Club's item box, or FGC's Mutton Bash, that was a big list of random games, a lot of which were board games. You know, get a random number, play a random game. Ran that twice this last semester.
Nice.
Got some plans for some more wacky events in the future, but you know, I'm not gonna leak those just yet.
Fair. A lot of fun. Hey, I've got a question for you. Tell us about Crossroads. What was it? How'd it go?
You know, it went pretty well. It was, I mean, this was Crossroads 2. This was not our first Crossroads. We had our first one, not this past fall, but you know, I guess it was technically 2 years ago now. That's crazy. Not, you know, it depends what, it was in 2022. That's 2 years ago. Yeah, we ran a couple of brackets. We had Splatoon at there for the first time. That was a big success. But yeah, you know, big Smash tournament. We had Smash. I think we had doubles there. Pretty sure.
That sounds right.
FGC and Splatoon are all there, and then of course I had my Hungry Hungry Hippos bracket.
Nice.
Oh, you should definitely let them know about your history with running your events and your success at running your own special events.
Oh, well, yeah. I had to ban myself from entering Hungry Hungry Hippos at Crossroads 2 because I have a history of entering my own events and then clean sweeping them. So back at Spartan Circus, I went undefeated in Crocodile Dentist. And earlier last semester, when I ran Crokinole for the first time, I went undefeated in that. And at that point, I decided I should ban myself from these events. So now I just run them and step in if somebody needs to DQ, so we have an even number of people. But I never continue on in the bracket.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm apparently too good at games that you're not meant to be good at.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
See how that works out. Yeah. So, Ethan, how long have you been a part of the Smash Club? And then also along with that, what would you say like your own personal goals with it have been as time has moved on, as you've been on the club?
I mean, I've been in the Smash Club since I started at MSU, so it's been, roughly 2.5 years now. Been on the board. This is my second year on the board. I started on it in the fall of my sophomore year after losing the election.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, that happened. I mean, my goals were really more to kind of foster this more casual side for people that are not very good at the game. Which is definitely, that includes me. I think my win rate in tournament is somewhere around 15%.
Okay.
So, I
That's
just want
about
to give people like me a reason to stick around and hang out and kind of just enjoy being there that wasn't just strictly being competitive and playing Smash. I feel like, I've been pretty successful in that. People like the goofy, wacky, fun time events,
We did do the best of 9 on the 24-hour stream. The best of 9 Crocodile Dentist.
I won.
Not by much. I think the final score was like 5-3.
Well, a victory is a victory.
Yeah. I think one of the cool things that I've seen that you've done with the Smash Club or helped out is, so like, as you said, it's kind of hard to compete at MSU, the Spartan Weeklies, because the competition is very stiff. We have some of the best players in the state. Actually, on the last Michigan power rankings, I think it was something like half of the top 10 were all MSU students.
Yeah, it's at least half, if not more.
Yeah, if not more. So that goes to show that like it's pretty difficult to, even if you are a competent player, it's still difficult to even not go O2. So yeah, I definitely think creating a more casual environment and adding more casual events have definitely helped out, helped the health of the club and the large kind of pool of players that are going like 0-2, 1-2, maybe even 2-2. It's definitely fostered kind of like a reason to come back and come around for sure. So I definitely appreciate that on your part.
Yeah, I mean, as somebody that is, as I stated, pretty bad at the game, all things considered, when I was a freshman, at the time he was VP, but Sadim, talked to me a lot about what he could do when he became president to, get casual people to stick around more. So I've been kind of working on this stuff since before I even got on the board, but once I got there, I was really able to start actually putting it all into effect, and I feel like, we've definitely got some people who I see sticking around a lot more that, maybe I wouldn't have if we didn't have these kind of more fun things on the side that give people a reason to stay. And another, what I'd say is a pretty big success for potentially keeping casual people, this has not been tested yet, is because I've been able to create these profitable events for the club, we are able to get rid of membership fees. So people can just come and hang out and they don't have to worry about, well, if I come, more than once or twice, am I going to have to pay to just kind of hang out, maybe play some Smash, and then, play a couple of rounds of Guess Who or something. So, really get those people to stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, which, Guess Who in the Smash Club, it really goes crazy because our copy of Guess Who was actually misprinted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah, apparently the newer versions of Guess Who, it's like a double-faced board. At least the one that we have. So, got your normal people, and the other side has their superhero alter egos. And that side is supposed to have their superhero names on it too, but one of our two boards has their normal names. So the game
That is funny.
if you do that, it's essentially impossible to play. So what we've done is we've built a bit of a new type of way to play Guess Who, where instead of guessing based on name, it's all based on vibe. And that's led to some very interesting games, definitely very competitive, much more competitive than Smash, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, those wacky games, they get infinitely more competitive.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, for anyone who comes out and wants to play some Guess Who at the Smash Club, the meta is Joe. Guess Joe for just immediately. There's like a 50-50 chance you'll win on the spot.
Nice. So for some of the viewers who maybe haven't been to one of those bigger Smash events, what can if one of our viewers was to go to a event like Crossroads, what would they expect? What happens at Crossroads?
Yeah, so typically we'll start around 10:30 in the morning, usually with doubles. So, you come play with a partner, play some Smash, play in a tournament. Usually, we usually run a little bit over time. Our schedules are not perfect because it's difficult to get people to show up on time, unfortunately, especially Smash players. Yeah, so we'll do that. And then we've got our just normal singles, what you probably typically think of when you think of competitive Smash, that runs in 2 separate waves in the afternoon. So you come, you play in your wave. If you make it through that, then you get into top 32, which we have later at night, and then top 8. And obviously, once we get to top 8, you start getting into all the payout, which people love prizing because money is cool.
Money.
Yeah, money's great. And then while all of that is happening, just throughout the day, we've got our side events happening, which are things like my wacky brackets, like Crocodile Dentist or Hungry Hippos, or we will usually have we'll have Melee going on, we can have FGC, Splatoon, we're thinking about maybe including Pokemon in the future.
Yeah!
Just, all sorts of kind of fun side events that they're, competitive, but not quite to the same level as the main event. It's typically, running all day, usually about 10 a.m. to maybe 11:30 p.m.
Nice.
Cool. And then so can you give us any insight into kind of the future of the club and what kind of future plans or events you guys have coming up? Anything that you can share?
Yeah, so we are, of course, planning on doing another regional this semester, another one of our big events. We are planning on doing a bit more of an experimental one this time, so you're going to see we're still going to have standard, singles for Smash Bros, but, maybe a couple of more unusual brackets thrown in there as well. A bit of a more strange setup, but, we're hopeful about it, hoping it'll be pretty fun for everybody. This semester, now that, MSU has this new Alienware Esports Lounge, we're looking at collabing a lot more with MSU Esports. They want to really, get more into Smash. They're running a lot of invitationals, and the Smash Club, a lot of our events are going to hopefully act as last chance qualifiers. So if people come to our events, they could potentially qualify and get to go to these events and play with some of the best players, not just in the state, but in the region.
Okay. Wow.
I think that's pretty much all we've got planned for now, but we'll see as the semester goes. I'm sure we're going to have more stuff come up.
Heard you guys may be doing a PR weekly next week. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so for those not familiar, the PR is the power rankings. So in the state, based on your performance in, different events, I'm not sure how often it is. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3 times a year.
I think they're doing a quarter.
Quarters? Okay. Yeah, but they'll rank the top players in the state. So only certain events count, but occasionally here at MSU, because our normal weeklies don't count because they have free entry, but occasionally run one with a prize pool and an entry fee, and those will count towards that PR. And this upcoming week we're planning on. I'm not sure if we're still going to run it as a PR weekly because we unfortunately were not able to have our first meeting of the year last Friday because of the storm. But the plan is to run that as a PR weekly. and we'll hopefully get some good talent out. Have lots of people come, make the club some money, get some good pricing to the players, and we have 2 last chance qualifier spots up for grabs for an invitational that MSU Esports is planning on running this weekend.
Nice.
Cool. That sounds very exciting. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just hoping it doesn't go like last fall. I think it was our first PR weekly of the semester, and I think it was our first time. Yeah, it must have been, because we had Grayson, who's pretty much he's the head guy of Smash for MSU Esports, was really pushing it. So we had a whole bunch of people come out, and that, I want to say it ended around 1 or 1:30 in the morning. With us basically getting kicked out of the building.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We had.
So that was intended to be just normal weekly for us, and it ended up being basically an entire regional. So
Funny. It was actually more stacked than an actual regional that happened, I think, the next weekend.
Yeah, I mean, if I recall correctly,
It was right before Circus, right?
No, this was like last. I want to say it was last September.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, this was pretty recent.
Wait, was this before Get Cooked?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, that must have been it. Yeah, because we had, I think we had Onin, I think we had Zenodo.
Onin and Zenodo were both there. I remember.
We had some Indiana players. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
Yeah, I want to say it got to maybe like 80 or 90 people.
Might have to start capping the weeklies.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy for just a normal, weekly club meeting. But, big success for us, so fun to see. Not so fun to TO because,
Yeah.
it's a lot. But
Don't blame you.
As we were kicked out, I had to take my monitor and my setup, and we had to run up to like a different classroom in the upstairs floor, and I had to take Onin and Rydra for grand final.
Yeah, I remember by that point, I think I already left, but I remember Alex messaging me like, we got kicked out of like 154 and we had to go to a random other room, and sending me like a picture of Onin and Ryder just playing on the monitor in like a random corner.
Yeah, it was pretty iconic actually.
Comedy.
But yeah, if there isn't anything else.
Any final thoughts? Anything you want to share with the community? Anything you want to leave your mark on ECA on the mic? Anything you want to plug?
Okay, very important question. When is this going to come out?
In a few days.
Okay. Make sure to keep an eye out for the new PR graphic for the MSU fall PR. It's gonna have a pretty crazy theme. Hopefully we'll be releasing it tomorrow night if I can get it done on time. May or may not be Five Nights at Freddy's themed. So keep an eye out for that.
Okay. Cool.
Anything else you want to plug? A Twitter?
Nah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll plug Jock Croc for you.
Yes, Jock Croc is my goat.
He's all of our goats.
Bottomless, also pretty great. And, what was his name? Zones, you were there. Do you remember what they replaced Peter Penguin with? Philip, that's the name. Philip Penguin, yeah. Philip Penguin. I can't believe they killed Peter. That's crazy. But yeah, shout out Philip Penguin from Don't Break the Ice.
I do know what you need to run. You need to run Elephant.
I wanted to. So before Crossroads last December, I went to Target to buy more board games to run. So, that's when I picked up, I got Guess Who, I got Don't Break the Ice, and I got Hungry Hungry Hippos. And I wanted to get 2 things in particular, Giant Sorry and Elephant, and they didn't have either.
No!
And I was so sad.
You just gotta order it on Amazon or something, man.
I think I might, because I have to run Elephant.
We need Elephant. I might just force you to run it at the LAN.
I do.
So I can put it on stream.
A full Elephant and Friends bracket, so that's going to be Elephant, Hungry Hungry Hippos,
Don't Break the Ice,
and Mousetrap.
Okay.
And I
not gonna lie, the Mousetrap on stream
That would be insane. The people would go crazy.
They would go crazy. They would go crazy.
Ethan, my man, thank you so much for coming out. It's been a pleasure having you as the first ever guest on ECA on the mic.
What a special time. Thank you, bro.
I'm such a special guy.
You really are a special boy.
You really are.
That's why I win at all the Crocodile Dentist brackets.
Very, very true. I don't think Aaron and I have anything else to say either.
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up for this second installment of ECA on the mic. Thank you for listening. Again, if we'll have this episode out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. You can find us on there. Again, join the ECA Discord server where you can find a directory to all of the other ECA clubs that we have. Yeah, and just thank you for watching. Really appreciate it.
Thank you all so much. As always, we will see you all next episode. But for now, go green.
Go white.